where humor meets topical issues. We have an iconic combination that we know as satire that has been brought to life through Boondocks. Now, Boondocks is such an iconic show that can never be duplicated. It was one of a kind. This is why many, also myself, see this as one of the greatest shows, or if not the greatest show ever created.
How much money does it take for someone to lose their conscience? No guilt, no shame, just greed.
Damn, you're a downer. Anyway, look, stop being all freedom fighter and I'll give your grandfather a nice cushy job. You know, one where he has no real power, but your people are happy because he has a nice office and gets CNN sound bites.
I'm gonna have to pass. What good is it for a man to gain the whole world, yet lose his soul?
Hater alert! Hater alert!
I don't like losing. Well then, stop beating yourself. Let the chain go. If Thugnificent wants it back, he can handle it.
Then he'll think I'm a punk and kick me out the crew.
It's just rocks and metal. It's only worth what you're willing to give up for it. Is it worth getting hurt again?
Yeah.
Going to jail?
Yep.
Getting killed?
Yes, sir.
Kissing a man?
Yeah. Oh, no!
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm back.
Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not going to demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
And today I am bringing you all another video diving into my favorite show ever created, which is Boondocks, and why it's so iconic, why this masterpiece can truly never be duplicated. When you have such a masterpiece like this that brings in truth, humor, irony, and so many different things, this is not a show that you can just throw together. It's something that requires thought, effort, and we've seen that time and time again throughout the whole series. And we can even see how when a key figure such as Aaron McGruder is missing from that, what we've gotten from season 4. And we've seen that it's not the same recipe. So it's not something that could just be duplicated. It's something that really has to be, honestly, has to be implanted into you, but a lot of thought has to be put into it. And this is what this show has created, and it's just a masterpiece. It truly is a masterpiece that I love dearly, and I geek out over it all the time. So if you're a Boondocks enthusiast and you love everything Boondocks, then you'll most definitely love it over here, because I love Boondocks down. But before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really truly appreciate the love. I do not take it for granted for you all clicking on this video. So I thank you, and I thank you. And for all who are new, you should know I do an array of topics. I'm very diverse. I love more nerdy blurred content, more nostalgic content, blasting you all to the past, and I love more conscious topics that require more depth, and I also dibble and dabble within vlogs. So if you're very diverse, then you'll most definitely love it over here. So hit that subscribe button and come join your girl. And if you get the chance, please make sure you check out my social media platforms where I display my passion for fashion, and it's located down within the description box. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Many consider the Boondocks to be the greatest show ever created, and this is not an overstatement. It has achieved this acclaim through its audacity, cultural significance, and incisive satire. The Boondocks reflected American society, particularly from a Black perspective. It addressed issues like racism, capitalism, police brutality, celebrity worship, political hypocrisies, and generational gaps long before many other shows would. It boldly embraced controversy, aiming to provoke thought and discussion. It revealed harsh realities while also making you laugh, which is a unique combination. Aaron McGruder was more than an entertainer. He was weaving cultural critique into the fabric of animation. His comic strip beginnings equipped him with a vibrant, honest voice. By refusing to soften the message, he infused the show with authenticity even when it stirred controversy. Each character symbolized a deeper meaning. Huey Freeman, a revolutionary figure, aware and articulate, embodying reason and resistance. Riley Freeman, a byproduct of pop culture, seeking attention yet endearing. Granddad, representing generational conflict, striving to balance pride, historical trauma, and contemporary disorder. Uncle Ruckus, a satire portrayal of a self-loathing and internalized racism, pushing to ridiculous limits. Every character was not merely humorous, they possessed depth. Regina King, providing the voices of both Huey and Riley, truly iconic. The cast infused life into the characters in ways that few animated series can achieve. Gary Anthony Williams as Uncle Ruckus, John Witherspoon as Granddad. His vocal performance and delivery are integral to the essence of the Boondocks, and all of these characters played a huge part and had an impact on the whole series. Drawing inspiration from anime and martial arts cinema, the Boondocks featured stunning animation. The fight sequences, such as the Stinkmeaner confrontations or Huey's samurai scenes, were a true work of art. Now, as we know, Boondocks has many iconic episodes. I would argue that each episode, especially season 1 through season 3, was impactful. But just to touch on a lot of iconic episodes, we have the R. Kelly episode, pre-Mute R. Kelly movement, the BET roast, called out media exploitation, the ninja moment breakdown, genius satire of violence in Black communities. These episodes were ahead of their time and still relevant and prevalent to today. The Boondocks did not seek approval. It obscured the distinction between humor and activism, as well as between absurdity and unsettling realities. Despite the fact that the later seasons without Magruder did not resonate as strongly, the early seasons solidified its status as a classic. The Boondocks was more than merely a television program. It represented a movement, a cultural documentation, and a defiance against the established norms. It provoked thought, elicited laughter, and occasionally caused discomfort. This is precisely why it is regarded as one of the greatest shows of all time. Now, I think many of us can agree that Boondocks is such an iconic masterpiece that is one of a kind. Whether you resonated with the character, whether you didn't, we found love within each of these characters, even if they're not the same as we are. And we were able to learn something. And a lot of those things that Boondocks has implemented in previous episodes that came out years on top of years on top of years ago still resonate with today or being revealed today. So this show was meant to be here, and this is why it will forever be one of my favorite shows ever created. And if you all get the chance, I would most definitely go check out the comic strips, because those have a lot of depth and milk and meat within that too. I think we all can feed off of and most definitely take with us, and it continues to the older I get. So I thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me if you enjoyed this content. I thank you for tuning in, staying to the end. And if you have any disagreements, that is completely okay. But we can have a healthy disagreement down within the comment section. So I want you all to know that you are loved by the God who created the universe. By the God who created the universe. He made you for such a special purpose. So let your light shine bright, because you are not a mistake. He knew you before you were in your mother's womb. So once again, I thank you all so much for sharing this moment with me. And I'll check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.